أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. They are putting children in cages in China, Muslim children. They have put them behind sharp, high, electrically charged fences so that if they try to escape, they would be electrocuted to death with 10,000 volts of electricity. What I am telling you is actually happening, and I have lost complete faith in humanity. I know that even hearing this, that children have been put in a cage, which if they try to escape, they would be electrocuted to death. I'm talking infants, toddlers, little children. Still, humanity would not lift a muscle. They have an incredible amount of energy to organize gay pride parades. They have an incredible amount of energy to party. They have an incredible amount of energy to commit atrocities against children and women. But they throw their hands up in the air and become paralyzed, voluntarily paralyzed when it comes to rescuing children by force. And what has done them in is this idea that violence is wrong no matter what. There is a difference between using violence to oppress someone and using violence to liberate someone. But the propaganda has been so heavy and intense that it has mentally retarded Muslims into thinking that their use of violence to fend off unmentionable crimes against them, from what is happening to the Uighur, to what is happening to children in Palestine, to what is happening to children in Somalia, in Afghanistan, Iraq, to the carpet bombings that Muslim children are blown apart by routinely, day after day, hour after hour, minute after minute, from Syria to Iraq to Afghanistan to northwest Pakistan to Nigeria to Mali to Libya to Somalia, Yemen, the Philippines, southern Thailand, the Rohingya, the Uighur in China, etc., 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 etc. Muslims are targeted and persecuted, and this bug, this virus, this bacteria, this infection has afflicted Muslims, whereby they think that no matter what is done to them, the use of force is illegitimate. They have criminalized the word jihad, but they have legitimized the word war or unjust war, baby concentration camps. They have criminalized the idea of a Muslim taking up arms to defend his women and children, but they have criminalized, or rather they have legitimized and validified the idea of Muslims being shot in the back while they pray. Listen, this message is for the Muslims. This message is for people of conscience. Rescue and liberate these innocent Uighur children and their families and reunite them and protect them by force now, by intense and incredible and overwhelming amounts of force against this Chinese nation, which is having a heyday of persecuting Muslims, of killing them, of torturing them, of raping them, of drugging them. What crime is left? There is nothing left. There is nothing left, and I swear and I testify that no one has done more harm to the cause of the oppressed than Gandhi and his self-described protege, Martin Luther King Jr. The idea of disenfranchising the oppressed by teaching them, by forcing them to accept the narrative that no matter what is done to you, you have no right to resort to armed resistance against that oppression. You have no right to violence. There is a difference between the use of force to kill an innocent child and the use of force to kill the one who has killed the innocent child. Everyone is afraid of being labeled a terrorist. You become blacklisted. You end up on the no-fly list. You become proscribed. The protection of the law and every right they're under and they're in is removed from you. But so what? You have children who would be electrocuted if they tried to escape the clutches of their kidnappers. Look at the images in this video. Locate these children by force. Organize yourselves at an individual level, in parties and groups. The nation states, the Muslim puppet nation states, will never help. Their armies will not help. They are European They are slaves to the Europeans. They would never lift a muscle. The Pakistani army has never lifted a muscle to fight for the Kashmiris. The Nigerian army has only worked to kill Muslims in Boko Haram, and any Muslim that is labeled a terrorist, any Muslim that does not want to live by the West and would fight tit for tat is labeled a terrorist. The left will not help you. The left wing will never help you. Their cause célèbre is to make sure that a girl who thinks she's a boy and a boy who thinks he's a girl can pee next to each other in a public washroom. Their end-all be-all cause is homosexual rights, euthanasia, making sure that doctors can kill in the false name of mercy. They're completely whacked out. The right wing hates your guts. They tell you to your face they hate you. The left wing, they pretend to love you so they can court your vote when it's election time, but they carpet bomb you. The left wing have never ever stopped a war that the right wing has started. So my message to the Muslims is, away with all of this thinking. Away with the thinking that it's illegitimate for you to take up arms to protect yourselves. And away with this thinking that anyone other than yourselves is going to take up arms to help you. No one is going to help you. They're putting you in cages in China. They're putting you in cages in Palestine. They're putting you in cages in Europe. They're putting you in cages on islands off the coast of Australia. They're putting you in cages in Africa and Central Africa and Eastern Africa and Western Africa and Northern Africa. They're putting you in cages in Afghanistan and Iraq. They have put you in cages in Guantanamo Bay. They have tortured the likes of your sisters. They have murdered innocent Muslim girls and celebrated it, such as Asif Abano. And they have tormented beyond any description of torment sisters like Afia Siddiqui, and still you depend on them. I am talking about the left and the right, the so-called left wing and the right wing, to protect you. They will never protect you. The Muslim nation states, they are bitchlets. They're just little bitches. They're just little petty statelets that will never, ever, ever lift a finger to help you. They are the slaves of Washington, Paris, and London. They will never help you. They insult the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and the Muslim nation states still do not lift a finger. You have every right. You have every right to struggle to your utmost and to use armed struggle to teach them a lesson, to defend your women and children, to break out of prison the Uighur, the innocent Uighur children and women. And you must do so immediately. You must do so now. Help them, protect them, liberate them, and punish those who have done this to them. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.